How's it going, everybody? Monkey Nuts here. Just wanted to show you some logic circuits I've come up with, make things a little bit easier. So for instance, if we don't want all of our ice to come out of the main storage and only enough to keep the machine running, if I throw some ice in here, we'll see what I've done. You want to make sure that the belt keeps facing straight. Throw a pusher on it to push the ice off. And then we're going to control this pusher with a logic system. The first step in the logic system is to read the inventory. This guy right here is the inventory sensor. When we set it to ice, it's going to read the inventory of whatever we point this at. Right now it's got 13 in there, so it has shut off the pusher like it's supposed to. To pick a device, you press this button here, but I'll show you that in just a second. Then you want to wire that signal into a decider to tell that signal what to do. We're going to read that signal of more than 10 ice, turn this off. It's that simple. So as soon as this gets up to 10 ice, it stops putting ice in. So as you can see, our belts of ice coming from the asteroid catchers or wherever it's coming from is just going to collect in here, and it's going to keep going. Whenever this needs ice, it will pull it out and use it. We can continue the system just by throwing another ice catcher over here. Grab some belts. Before we get it set up, going to want to leave this last space and then put the belt into there. First thing you want to do is grab this pusher, point it towards your belt there. Grab an inventory sensor. That little yellow mark on the ground is where the wire is going to want to connect to, so point that in the direction of the decider. So we're just going to set that there. Pull out a decider. Make sure it's facing the same way. Grab a wire, connect it to. Then we want to tell this to sense for ice. Pick device, spin around until you find it, and then just left click. So this is reading there's currently 0 ice in there, which is correct because we haven't put any ice in there yet. Now we're going to tell the decider that when there is less than 10 ice in there, we want that to turn on. And then you have to select ice again. And then here's the button over here for pick device. We are going to point this one at that guy there. Once that's all set up, we can hook up this last belt. And as soon as we get 10 ice in there, it's going to shut off just like it's done down here. So this is a way that we can keep all of our machines filled without just losing all the ice. That will continue to fill up, and these will only use what they want. I've put this belt the wrong direction. You need to make sure that one stays pointing straight. Another thing you can do with this is the power generators, carbon reactors there. Throw a bunch of coal in there. I've got these set pretty much the same way. These are pointed at the carbon reactors. It's sensing carbon. This guy here says when there's 5 carbon in there, turn that pusher off. The rest of these continue down the line, and it'll keep filling. You can add as many as you want to this, as many machines. You just have to have a different sensor and decider for each machine. If you wanted to go a little bit further, you can set up systems to control the machines as well. So in this system here, I've got this coal block and the iron plates that come out of here with inventory sensors that say if there's less than 1,000 of those in the inventory, I don't want them to come out. So as you can see, we've got more than 1,000 coal in there and less than 1,000 iron plates. So the coal went ahead and made its way down the line. The iron plates haven't done that because I don't have enough in there. But if I throw the plates in there, they'll continue down the line. So that's just a safeguard to keep my storage full. That's all accomplished with this one sensor here. This sensor reads the iron plates, iron rods, and the carbon ore. Then we've got them all linked together. All they have to do is read the signal, and this is where you tell the signal what to do, so they can all travel down the same line. And this continues on down because I have these iron rods here set up on a sensor that if we have more than 1,000 of them in the inventory, go ahead and shut that machine off. That way we don't continue to use iron plate and carbon ore when we don't need it. I have another system set up on this one machine here so that we can continue this belt along to other machines. But now it's stopped accepting ore because I've told it once there's 20 ore in there to go ahead and stop. So right now nothing's happening. But if I take these iron rods out of there, this machine's going to fire back up. And then as soon as it uses enough out of the inventory, it's going to let more flow into the machine. And when the machine fills back up, these will shut off and we don't lose all the inventory. Alright, well there you have it. And if you need more areas coming out of a storage, look for this right here, swap conveyors. This way we get more outputs, less inputs. But you can set this up as many times as you need on as many machines as you need. Should keep it to where you never run out of inventory. That way you can continue building, and then when you get the ores back in, your machines will fire back up. That's all I've got today. If you guys have any questions about how the logic works, or if I wasn't very clear in how I described it, let me know and I'll try to do a little better. Have a good one.